Hello and welcome to a new video, and today we are in Edinburgh with the AIDAaura and we have a very special tour planned for today. Actually, we are not docked in Edinburgh itself, but we are docked in Newhaven, very close to Edinburgh. And here on the map you can see our route. We arrived in the morning coming from Newcastle and leaving in the evening heading to Cubworth. Newhaven usually is a tender port, as it's only possible to go into the port if the tides are perfectly aligning with the docking times, which was not the case today, so we stopped in the routes and used our tender boats to reach the small port of Newhaven. From there you have several options how to get from the port of Newhaven to the city center of Edinburgh. Nowadays it's very easy because you can just easily take the tram, but the tram was not open yet when we were there in May. We just missed the opening by a few days, so we could either take a shuttle bus or walk on our own, and we decided to walk. It will take about 45 to 60 minutes, and it is a quite nice walk on a former railway line. Our plan for today was a Harry Potter tour, as the books have been written here in Edinburgh, and Edinburgh was also the inspiration for many parts of the story. Here we have the Cockburn Street, which is one of two inspirations for the Diagon Alley, and also the small side alleys have been the inspiration for the Nocturne Alley. Here you can also see the handprints of J.K. Rowling. And here you can see the Victoria Street, which was the main inspiration for the Diagon Alley. And in the Victoria Street there are also a lot of nice shops, some of them specialized on Harry Potter, especially the shop called Museum Context. This is a very large Harry Potter store with a lot of fan articles that you can only buy in the UK. So if you're not from the UK, it's absolutely worth visiting, but of course also if you're from the UK, still worth a visit. We then continued on to the Greyfriars Kirkyard, which is cemetery or graveyard, very close to the city, and there J.K. Rowling found some of the names that she used for the books, like Professor McGonagall, Professor Moody, or also there's a grave of Thomas Riddell, which was then used as inspiration for Tom Riddle. From the graveyard you can see the George Heriot School, which was the inspiration for Hogwarts. And the last stop was the Elephant House. The Elephant House is the birthplace of Harry Potter, as the first books have been written mostly here, but unfortunately due to a fire it is currently closed until further notice. After our Harry Potter tour, we stopped at Nando's for lunch, and then we slowly walked back to the ship, which was again a walk of about 1 hour. But as I said, the walk is quite nice because you can walk on a former railway line, so it's quite a nice walk, even coming with a tunnel. Then we went back to the ship and used our new fan articles to decorate the cabin, and then we went to the Anytime bar, sat on the terrace for some drinks and enjoyed the impressive view of Edinburgh and the Scottish landscape. And from the ship you could also watch the planes flying to the airport of Edinburgh, and of course there are also a lot of ships to see if you're laying in the roads of a busy bay. And once we had the last tender on board, it was time for dinner. Here we can take a look at the buffet, and of course I'm also showing you a few of the plates that I had. But bear in mind, of course, food from a buffet never looks very nice on the plate, but the quality of the food and the taste was very, very good, and I was very surprised by how nice food can taste if it is offered as a buffet. Usually I always expect it to be dry and not very fresh, but here it was the complete opposite. It was tasting very, very nice, and I actually enjoyed the buffet, even though I usually prefer a served dinner. And then it was time to leave the bay, which is very scenic departure. There's a lot to see if you're leaving your docking location in Edinburgh or New Haven. And here you can see some of the impressions. So to conclude, Edinburgh is a very, very nice city. If you're a fan of Harry Potter, of course, it's very interesting to make this tour. All of the places that we visited you can find by just Googling for tours. There are several descriptions of Harry Potter tours that you can do on your own. But also, if you're not into Harry Potter, you will still have a very nice day, because Edinburgh is just simply a very, very beautiful city. And that's it for this video. I hope it was interesting for you. Here you can see the name of the song and when the next video will be uploaded. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please consider to comment, like, subscribe or share the video link. And I hope to see you in my next video.